Hi, everybody. This is Chris Hampton, and welcome to the Champ I Am channel. And we're going to be talking about faith is not in the leap. If you like what you've heard today, um, like, share, and subscribe. Let somebody else know about the word that you're about to hear because it may be the difference maker of them being able to step in their purpose or just stay in the rat race. The title that we're going to talk about today is Faith is Not in the Leap. And I know, have you ever heard the expression, taking a leap of faith? When you think about taking a leap, you're thinking about you're jumping over this chasm, not knowing what's at the bottom and not knowing if you're going to make it to the other side. I don't think faith is that drastic. All right. When I think about faith, I really don't think faith is a leap. Faith is actually in the little steps. It's the little steps that you're taking daily that are moving forward, that are moving you closer and closer and closer to achieving your purpose. That is the demonstration of your faith. If I was to take about faith and take it out of spiritual terms and put it into practical application, not to say that spiritual is not practical, but sometimes when we think spiritual, we think that God is going to do everything for you. And God requires faith, right? He requires faith, which actually needs a few things. You need belief, you need hope, and you need to be able to have action. So, one, you have to believe, right? You have to evaluate your belief system because you're never going to pursue what you don't believe. So, at the foundation of faith is based off of what you believe. What you believe is possible, you will pursue. If you don't believe it's possible, you won't pursue it. So your belief system is very important when it comes to faith. Faith in yourself, faith in God, faith in the system, faith that you're going to get a paycheck. It's all developed in your belief system. So we need to evaluate how you are believing things about yourself so that you can develop what at your belief leads into hope, right? And hope talks about what you are thinking about. When you think about hope, hope is an internal mental thing that's on the inside of you that's hoping. When you say hoping, you're having an expectation, a wish. That's the best way I can say hope. Hope is what you wish, is what you're wishing for, right? It's in your mind, it's in here. You see it, but you're not putting anything to it. You're visualizing it. That's why when you're in a hope stage, meditation is very important. What is meditation? Meditation is when you are pondering on something and you are meditating on that, and when you're in your meditation, you are pondering and rehearsing and you're visualizing it in your mind and until it becomes real to you. So the hope is the dream that you are dreaming for and hasn't manifested yet. But when you go from belief that's fueled by hope, it leads you to action. Well, actually, I'll say the missing aspect in between action is vision. And vision is now you see what you've been dreaming about, right? You've been seeing what you're hoping for, and it becomes real enough to produce action. Because vision is, as you hear me talk about a lot of the trainings that we do, vision is a clear mental picture of the preferable future. It's now become ingrained in your mental that you can see it, even though it's not here yet, but it's produced enough belief in you that you are willing to what? Put action to it. So we say faith breeds hope, hope breeds vision, and vision will produce action. And now you're starting to build up your faith to it becomes to a point that you can feel it, you can see it, you can touch it in your mind's eye, and now you're doing action. Your action steps are now getting you closer and closer and closer to fulfilling that which you had saw and that you had believed for. Right? So that's faith. Faith is not the leap where you're just jumping out on nothing. There's a whole process that gets your faith empowered so that it can be activated so that you can move on it. So you need what? Faith to see. Faith to see that leads to hope. Hope will lead to developing vision. that you can see what's before you, to you believe it enough that it produces daily action. If you're going to uh, uh, get out of the comfort zone of life and start living life on purpose, you're going to need to understand that process, because you can reproduce results when you understand how faith works. So hopefully I demystified the over spiritualization of what faith can do and made it practical that you can now walk in faith. That's what faith works. And it works as a principle, whether you're a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim, it works the same way. It works whether you're an atheist or not. Now, here's the benefit of being a believer in God, that you believe that God is empowering you. You are empowered to prosper when you're connected through to God, and He makes things happen a lot faster than if you have to work this faith by yourself. So that's the spiritual aspect added into the conversation. So again, I just wanted to share with you that faith is not so mystical, but it's very practical in its application. But you need to know what it takes to make faith manifest into reality. And we said you have to start with the faith and believing and seeing it to the point that it becomes hope, that you're dreaming about it in your mind and you're thinking about it. Your hope then becomes and developed into a vision, which now it says that I see it as a reality, and it's going to produce actions, and my actions are going to manifest what I was believing for, or believing God for, or believing for, right? It is that simple. Faith is not a leap, but it's the little steps. And those were the steps that you needed to produce faith and make faith manifest the things that you need in your life. Again, my name is Chris Hampton. If you like what you heard, please like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think about what you heard in the comments as well. I would love to hear what you think faith is, and we can grow together. Have a great day.